You are exactly where you need to be right now. I know that might be hard to believe, especially if you're going through something difficult, but it's the truth. The universe, God, the divine intelligence, whatever name you want to give to that higher power, didn't bring you this far just to abandon you. Think about everything you've already survived, everything you've already overcome. Every single challenge that felt impossible at the time, you got through it. You're still here, you're still breathing, you're still moving forward, even if it doesn't feel like it right now. Look back at your life for just a moment. Remember that time when you thought you couldn't make it? Remember when the pain was so intense you wondered if you'd ever feel normal again? Remember when the bills piled up and you had no idea how you'd pay them? Remember when your heart was broken and you thought you'd never love again? Yet here you are. You made it through. Something greater than your circumstances carried you through those dark valleys. That same force is with you right now, in this very moment. God didn't bring you this far to leave you stranded halfway up the mountain. You see, we tend to forget that life is not about arriving at some perfect destination where everything is easy and comfortable. Life is about growth, expansion, and becoming more of who you truly are. And sometimes, actually most of the time, that growth happens in the uncomfortable places. It happens when we're stretched beyond what we think we can handle. It happens when we're forced to reach inside ourselves and find strength we didn't know existed. There's a reason you're facing what you're facing right now. Now, I'm not saying that to minimize your pain or to suggest that everything happens for some neat little reason that makes perfect sense. What I'm saying is that you have within you right now everything you need to not just survive this moment, but to transform because of it. The divine source that created you, that breathed life into you, that gives you consciousness and awareness, that source has not abandoned its creation. You are not separate from that source. You are an expression of it. When you feel alone, when you feel like you're carrying everything by yourself, you're operating under an illusion. The truth is, you've never been alone, not for a single second of your entire life. There is an intelligence within you, guiding you, supporting you, showing you the next step, even when you can't see the entire staircase. Your job is not to figure out the whole path right now. Your job is to take the next step, just the next one, and then the next one after that. Every person who has ever achieved something meaningful, who has ever overcome something significant, who has ever grown into a better version of themselves, has walked through fire to get there. They've had moments of doubt, they've had moments of fear, they've had moments where they wanted to quit, but something kept them going. That something is the same force that's keeping you going right now. It's that quiet voice inside that says, keep moving, don't give up, you're stronger than you think. You know what's interesting? We spend so much time looking at other people and thinking they have it all figured out. We see their success, their happiness, their peace, and we think they got there easily. We think they never struggled the way we're struggling, but that's not true. Every single person you admire, every single person who seems to have their life together has faced their own darkness. They've had their own battles. They've had their own moments of wanting to quit. The difference is they kept going. They trusted that they were being guided. They trusted that their struggles were shaping them into who they needed to become. And you're being shaped right now, even if it doesn't feel good, even if you wish things were different. This moment is sculpting you. It's teaching you something essential. It's revealing something to you about your own power, your own resilience, your own capacity to endure and transform. God didn't bring you this far just to watch you fail. That's not how the universe works. The universe is for you, not against you. Life is happening for you, not to you. When things get really hard, we tend to think that we've done something wrong, that we're being punished, that we're not good enough or worthy enough to have an easier path. But that's our ego talking. That's the part of us that wants everything to be comfortable and safe. The truth is, comfort and safety don't lead to growth. They lead to stagnation. You weren't put on this earth to stay small and safe. You were put here to expand, to express your unique gifts, to become the fullest version of yourself. And that requires challenges. It requires obstacles that force you to reach higher, to dig deeper, to discover parts of yourself you didn't know existed. Think about a seed for a moment. When a seed is planted in the ground, it's surrounded by darkness. It's covered by soil. If that seed could think, it might believe it was buried, trapped, abandoned. But the truth is, it's not buried, it's planted. It's in exactly the right environment to grow. The darkness, the pressure, the weight of the soil, all of that is necessary for the seed to crack open and send roots down and shoots up. Without that pressure, without that darkness, the seed would never become the tree it was meant to be. You are not buried. you are planted. This difficult season you're in, this challenging moment, it's the soil that's allowing you to develop roots so strong, so deep, that no storm will ever be able to knock you down again. You're growing in ways you can't even see yet. Beneath the surface, incredible transformation is happening. And one day soon, you're going to break through the surface and reach toward the light, and everyone is going to see the magnificent tree you've become. But right now, in the darkness, in the pressure, you have to trust the process. God didn't bring you this far to leave you in the dirt. You're being prepared for something greater. You're being strengthened for the next level of your life. And yes, it's uncomfortable. Yes, it's hard. Yes, there are days when you want to give up, but you won't. Because something inside you knows that quitting is not an option. Something inside you knows that you're meant for more. Something inside you knows that this is temporary and that breakthrough is coming. The divine intelligence that created galaxies and stars, that created the complexity of a single cell, that created the miracle of consciousness, that same intelligence lives within you. It's not separate from you. You are not a human being having occasional spiritual experiences. You are a spiritual being having a human experience. The divine is expressing itself as you. And the divine doesn't make mistakes. You being here right now in this situation with these challenges, this is all part of a larger plan. A plan for your growth, for your evolution, for your awakening to who you truly are. When you understand this, when you really get it, everything changes. The circumstances don't necessarily change right away, but your relationship to them changes. You stop seeing yourself as a victim of your circumstances and start seeing yourself as a powerful creator who is learning and growing through them. You stop asking, why is this happening to me? And start asking, what is this teaching me? How is this growing me? Who am I becoming because of this? Life responds to how we see it. If you see yourself as abandoned, as alone, as unlucky, as cursed, that's the experience you'll have. But if you see yourself as guided, as supported, as exactly where you need to be for your highest growth, that's the experience you'll have. Both perspectives are available to you in every single moment. Which one are you choosing? God didn't bring you this far to leave you. Say that to yourself. Say it out loud if you need to. Let it sink into your bones. Let it become your mantra when things get hard, because things will get hard again. This is not the last challenge you'll face. But knowing that you're not alone, knowing that you're being guided, knowing that there's a purpose to your pain, that knowledge changes everything. It gives you the strength to keep going when everything in you wants to quit. You are so much more powerful than you realize. The divine spark within you is infinite, it's eternal, it's creative, it's intelligent beyond measure, and it's always working on your behalf. Even when you can't see how things could possibly work out, divine intelligence is orchestrating events, arranging circumstances, bringing the right people and opportunities into your life at exactly the right time. Your job is not to control how it all happens. Your job is to trust that it is happening. Trust is so hard, isn't it? We want to see the whole plan. We want guarantees. We want to know that everything is going to work out exactly the way we want it to. But that's not how life works. That's not how growth works. If you knew everything that was going to happen, if there was no uncertainty, if there was no need for faith, you wouldn't grow. You'd stay exactly as you are. And you weren't put here to stay the same. You were put here to evolve, to expand, to become more conscious, more loving, more aware, more you. Every challenge in your life is an invitation to grow. Every obstacle is an invitation to become stronger. Every setback is an invitation to learn something new about yourself. And the divine is in all of it, guiding you, supporting you, cheering you on. You're not doing this alone. You've never been doing it alone. Even in your darkest moments, even when you felt completely isolated, the divine was there, holding you, carrying you, whispering to you through that small voice of intuition. That voice, you know the one I'm talking about. That quiet knowing that says, it's going to be okay, keep going, this isn't the end. That's not just your own voice. That's the voice of the divine speaking through you, reminding you of who you truly are, reminding you that you're so much more than these temporary circumstances, reminding you that you have everything you need within you right now. God didn't bring you this far to leave you without resources. You have everything you need. Maybe not everything you want, but everything you need. The strength to keep going, it's already there. The wisdom to make the next decision, it's already there. The courage to face another day, it's already there. You don't have to look outside yourself for these things. They're not in some other person, some other place, some other circumstance. They're in you. They've always been in you, and they'll always be in you. Sometimes we forget this. We get so caught up in the drama of our lives, in the pain, in the struggle, that we forget we're connected to an infinite source of power and wisdom and love. We start believing that we're limited, that we're small, that we're powerless, But that's not true. That's never been true. You are a piece of the divine experiencing itself in human form. You have access to infinite intelligence, infinite creativity, infinite love. You just have to remember. You just have to reconnect. You just have to get quiet and listen. The answers you're looking for are not out there somewhere. They're inside you. The peace you're seeking is not going to come when your circumstances change. It's available to you right now, in this moment, regardless of what's happening around you. The love you're craving is not dependent on another person giving it to you. It's flowing through you from the source of all love, and you can tap into it anytime you choose. This is the truth that will set you free. You are not dependent on external circumstances for your well-being. You are not at the mercy of other people's opinions or actions. You are not a victim of your past or your present situation. You are a powerful, divine being having a temporary human experience. And nothing that happens in the external world can touch the truth of who you are. God didn't bring you this far to leave you powerless. You have more power than you know. The power to choose your thoughts, the power to choose your attitude, the power to choose where you focus your attention, the power to choose how you interpret what's happening to you. These are the real powers. These are the powers that determine the quality of your life. And nobody can take these powers away from you unless you give them away. So many people give their power away. They blame their circumstances. They blame other people. They blame the economy, the government, their parents, their past. And yes, all of those things may have influenced you. They may have shaped you, but they don't have to define you. You get to decide who you are. You get to decide what your story means. You get to decide how you're going to move forward from here. This moment right now, this is your moment of power. Not yesterday, not tomorrow, right now. What are you going to do with this moment? Are you going to use it to feel sorry for yourself? Are you going to use it to complain about how unfair life is? Are you going to use it to wish things were different? Or are you going to use it to reconnect with your source, to remember who you truly are, to tap into that infinite well of strength and wisdom and love that's always available to you? The choice is yours. It's always yours. And making that choice, that's what spiritual practice is all about. It's not about sitting on a mountain meditating for hours, although that can be helpful. It's about choosing in every moment to align yourself with the divine, to see yourself as the divine sees you, to love yourself as the divine loves you, to trust that you're being guided even when you can't see where you're going. God didn't bring you this far to leave you lost. Even when you feel lost, even when you have no idea what to do next, you're not lost. You're exactly where you need to be to learn what you need to learn. The feeling of being lost is just that, a feeling. It's not the truth. The truth is you're always found, you're always held, you're always guided. You just have to trust that. Trust is a practice. It's not something you do once and then you're done. It's something you choose again and again, especially when things don't make sense, especially when things are hard, especially when you can't see how it's all going to work out. That's when trust matters most. That's when trust is most powerful. Anyone can trust when things are going well, but trusting when things are falling apart, trusting when everything looks impossible, that's the kind of trust that transforms your life. And transformation is what this is all about. You're not here just to survive. You're not here just to get through the day. You're here to transform, to become, to awaken to your true nature. And that awakening often comes through crisis, through challenge, through those moments when you're brought to your knees and forced to surrender your illusion of control. Surrender is not giving up. Surrender is letting go of the need to control everything and trusting that there's a bigger plan at work. Surrender is saying, I don't know how this is going to work out, but I trust that it will. Surrender is releasing your grip on how you think things should be and opening yourself to how things are meant to be. And often what's meant to be is so much better than what you could have planned for yourself. God didn't bring you this far to give you less than you deserve. You deserve good things. You deserve love. You deserve peace. You deserve abundance. You deserve joy, not because you've earned it through struggle, but because you're a divine being. It's your birthright. The universe wants you to thrive. Life wants you to flourish. The divine wants to express itself through you in the most magnificent ways, but you have to allow it. You have to open yourself to receiving it. You have to believe you're worthy of it. So many people block their blessings because they don't believe they deserve them. They carry guilt and shame from their past. They believe they're not good enough. They believe they've made too many mistakes. They believe they're fundamentally flawed. But that's all illusion. That's all ego. The truth is, you are perfect exactly as you are. Not perfect in the sense that you don't have room to grow, but perfect in the sense that you are exactly who you need to be right now for your journey. Every mistake you've made, every failure you've experienced, every wrong turn you've taken, all of it has brought you to this moment. All of it has shaped you. All of it has taught you something essential. There are no real mistakes in life, only experiences that lead you closer to your true self. The divine doesn't judge you for your past. The divine doesn't keep score. The divine only loves you, supports you, guides you forward into the fullness of who you can become. God didn't bring you this far to judge you. The only one judging you is you. The only one holding you back is you. The only one keeping you stuck in the past is you. And the beautiful thing is, if you're the one creating the prison, you're also the one who can set yourself free. You can forgive yourself. You can release the guilt. You can let go of the shame. You can decide right now that you're starting fresh, that the past is over, that today is a new day, and you're going to show up as the highest version of yourself. Every day is a new opportunity. Every moment is a chance to choose again. You're not bound by who you were yesterday or an hour ago or even 5 minutes ago. You are free to be whoever you want to be in this moment. You are free to change your mind, change your attitude, change your story. The divine is infinitely flexible, infinitely creative, infinitely responsive to your consciousness. When you change on the inside, your outside world must change to reflect that. This is the law of the universe. Your external reality is a mirror of your internal reality. If you want different results, you have to become a different person. Not different in the sense of denying who you are, but different in the sense of expanding who you are, raising your consciousness, aligning yourself with love instead of fear, with trust instead of doubt, with faith instead of worry. God didn't bring you this far to leave you stuck in fear. Fear is natural. It's a human emotion. But it's not who you are. You are not your fear. You are the awareness that observes the fear. You are the consciousness that can watch the fear arise and then choose not to let it control you. This is your power. This is your freedom. You don't have to be controlled by your emotions, by your thoughts, by your circumstances. You can observe them, acknowledge them, and then choose a different response. This takes practice, it takes awareness, it takes commitment, but you can do it. You've done harder things, you've survived things you thought would destroy you. You've overcome obstacles you thought were impossible. You've kept going when everything in you wanted to quit. That's not luck, that's not coincidence. That's the divine working through you, giving you strength, giving you courage, giving you one more breath, one more step, one more day. And that same divine presence is with you right now, in this very moment. Feel it. It's there. It's always there. In the beating of your heart, in the breath moving in and out of your lungs, in the consciousness that allows you to read these words and understand them. That's the divine. That's God. That's source energy flowing through you as you, expressing itself in the unique form that is you. You are not separate from God. You are an expression of God. And God doesn't abandon its own expression. That would be like the ocean abandoning a wave. It's impossible. The wave is made of ocean. You are made of divine substance. Every cell in your body, every thought in your mind, every feeling in your heart, all of it is infused with divine intelligence, divine love, divine purpose. God didn't bring you this far to waste your potential. You have gifts that only you can give. You have a purpose that only you can fulfill. You have a message that only you can share. The world needs what you have to offer, not someday when you're more ready, more healed, more perfect. Right now, as you are. With all your imperfections, with all your wounds, with all your struggles, those things don't disqualify you. They qualify you. They give you depth, compassion, wisdom, strength. They make your message real and authentic and powerful. Stop waiting to be perfect before you start living fully. Stop waiting for everything to be figured out before you take action. Stop waiting for permission from someone else to be who you truly are. You already have all the permission you need. The divine said yes to you when it breathed life into you. Now you just have to say yes to yourself. You have to say yes to your dreams, yes to your calling, yes to your highest potential. What's holding you back? Fear of failure, fear of success, fear of what other people will think. Those are all illusions. They're all constructs of the ego trying to keep you small and safe. But you weren't created to be small and safe. You were created to be expansive and bold and authentic. You were created to shine your light so brightly that you inspire others to shine theirs. You were created to leave a mark on this world that only you can make. God didn't bring you this far to keep your light hidden. The world is waiting for you. People are waiting for what you have to offer. Opportunities are waiting for you to step into them. But you have to take the first step. You have to move forward even when you're scared. You have to trust that the path will appear as you walk it. You have to believe that you're being guided, supported, and loved every step of the way, because you are. You really are. This isn't just positive thinking or wishful fantasy. This is the deepest truth of the universe. Love is the fundamental force of creation. And that love is flowing toward you, through you, as you, in every moment. You can't mess this up. You can't fall so far that you're beyond reach. You can't make so many mistakes that you're beyond redemption. The divine doesn't work that way. The divine is infinite patience, infinite compassion, infinite grace. You are loved beyond measure. Not because you've done everything right, not because you're perfect, not because you've earned it. You're loved simply because you exist. You're loved because you're a unique expression of the divine. You're loved because love is what you are made of, and nothing you do or don't do can change that fundamental truth. God didn't bring you this far to withhold love from you. You are swimming in an ocean of love right now. It surrounds you, fills you, holds you. But you have to open your eyes to see it. You have to open your heart to feel it. You have to quiet your mind long enough to receive it. It's there. It's always been there. It will always be there. The only question is, will you let yourself experience it? So much of our suffering comes from closing ourselves off from love. We build walls to protect ourselves from being hurt. We develop armor to keep ourselves safe. We convince ourselves that we don't need anyone or anything. But that's not strength. That's fear masquerading as strength. True strength is vulnerability. True strength is opening your heart even when you're scared. True strength is trusting even when you've been betrayed. True strength is loving even when you've been hurt. You are strong enough to love again. You are strong enough to trust again. You are strong enough to hope again. No matter what you've been through, no matter how many times you've been knocked down, you still have the capacity for love, for trust, for hope. It's built into your DNA. It's hardwired into your soul. You can't lose it even if you wanted to. It might get buried under layers of pain and disappointment and fear, but it's still there, waiting for you to clear away the debris and let it shine again. God didn't bring you this far to let your heart stay closed. Your heart wants to open. Your soul wants to expand. Your spirit wants to soar, but you have to give yourself permission. You have to say yes to life again. You have to be willing to be vulnerable, to take risks, to step out of your comfort zone. You have to be willing to get hurt, because the alternative, staying closed and protected and small, is a slower, more painful kind of death. You didn't come here to play it safe. You came here to live fully, to love deeply, to experience everything this human journey has to offer. And yes, that includes pain, but it also includes joy, beauty, connection, wonder, magic, miracles. You can't have one without the other. They're two sides of the same coin, and it's all worth it, every bit of it, even the hard parts. Especially the hard parts, because the hard parts are what crack you open and let the light pour in. Right now, whatever you're going through, this is the hard part that's cracking you open. This is the pressure that's creating the diamond. This is the fire that's refining the gold. And it hurts. I'm not going to pretend it doesn't. But it's also holy. It's also sacred. It's also exactly what needs to happen for you to become who you're meant to become. God didn't bring you this far to let you stay the same. You're being transformed. You're being upgraded. You're being prepared for the next chapter of your life, and that chapter is going to be more beautiful, more expansive, more fulfilling than you can currently comprehend. But first, you have to complete this chapter. You have to learn the lessons. You have to integrate the growth. You have to trust the process. And trust is really what it all comes down to, isn't it? Trusting that there's a plan, trusting that you're exactly where you need to be, trusting that everything is working out for your highest good, even when it doesn't look like it. Trusting that God didn't bring you this far to leave you. That trust is the foundation of everything. That trust is what allows you to relax into the flow of life instead of constantly fighting against it. When you trust, you stop trying to control everything. You stop forcing outcomes. You stop manipulating circumstances. You simply show up, do your best, and let the universe handle the details. And that's when miracles happen. That's when synchronicities occur. That's when doors open that you didn't even know existed. That's when the right people show up at exactly the right time. That's when solutions appear out of nowhere. That's when you realize you were never doing this alone. You've never been alone, not for a single moment. Even in your darkest hours, even when you felt completely abandoned, the divine was there carrying you, holding you, breathing life into you. And the divine is here now. Feel that presence. Acknowledge that presence. Thank that presence. Let it fill you with peace, with hope, with strength, with love. You are going to make it through this. You are going to come out stronger on the other side. You are going to look back one day and see how this difficult time was actually a gift, a catalyst, a turning point. You are going to use this experience to help others who are going through similar struggles. You are going to be grateful for the growth, for the wisdom, for the depth of character that this challenge gave you. But right now, just take it one day at a time, one moment at a time, one breath at a time. Don't worry about tomorrow. Don't stress about next week or next month. Just be here now. Just do the next right thing. Just put one foot in front of the other. That's all you have to do. The divine will handle the rest. God didn't bring you this far to leave you. Let that truth settle into your soul. Let it become your anchor when the storms of life try to knock you off course. Let it be your reminder when doubt and fear try to convince you that you're alone. You're not alone. You've never been alone. You will never be alone. The same force that created the universe, that spins the planets and lights the stars, that force lives within you. It is you. And it's not going anywhere, so keep going. Keep trusting. Keep believing. Keep choosing love over fear, faith over doubt, hope over despair. Keep showing up as the magnificent being that you are. Keep sharing your gifts with the world. Keep walking your path even when it's hard. Keep shining your light even when you're surrounded by darkness. Because you are the light, and the world needs your light now more than ever. You've got this. Not because you're perfect or because you have it all figured out, but because you're connected to an infinite source of power and wisdom and love. Draw from that source. Let it fill you. Let it guide you. Let it carry you when you're too tired to walk. Let it hold you when you feel like falling apart. Let it remind you who you truly are when you forget. You are a divine being having a human experience. You are loved beyond measure. You are guided in every moment. You are exactly where you need to be. And God didn't bring you this far to leave you. Never forget that. No matter what happens, no matter how hard things get, no matter how dark it seems, you are not alone. You are not abandoned. You are not forgotten. You are held in the hands of the divine, and those hands will never let you go.